All right, next we have discussions and updates. We have several people here from Andover. So the Regional Connections presentations, Andover. Welcome.
Gotcha. Hello, welcome, and we are going to transport you to the city of Andover this afternoon. Okay.
Where you live shouldn't just be your house. It should be a place where you can make memories, a place where you can make a difference, and where you can grow together. A safe place to raise a family. Where you live should be a place you can call home. Welcome to Andover, a great place to start a family, or maybe a business. A small city where you can call your neighbors your friends. A safe place you can call your home. With some of the best ranked schools in Kansas and a graduation rate of 90%, we're a community that takes pride in our education. Award-winning teachers and administrators, along with modern learning environments, ensure a great education for students. Nationally recognized programs such as the Center for Advanced Professional Studies give students a head start into their future. Vast education opportunities surround Andover for students, with Butler Community College located in the city and other major universities only 15 minutes away. Andover boasts an amazing community environment with amenities like the Redbud Trail, Central Park, sporting events at the 13th Street Park, concerts at the Capitol Federal Amphitheater, and the Andover Public Library. Central Park is the main hub of Andover. It's where our city hall is located, but also where we host all of our big events like concerts, fundraisers, and our favorite city event, Greater Andover Days, which includes a parade of our local businesses and clubs, and is followed by concerts, rides, food trucks, and ending with a wonderful fireworks show. In addition to these amenities, the people are what really make this town so remarkable. Living in the largest city in Butler County, you'll have no trouble finding your place here. If golf is your game, Andover has something for you. Andover is the home of 3 golf courses, including Tiradyne Country Club, which offers a private 18-hole golf course, as well as tennis courts, a swimming pool, and a public restaurant. Also located in Andover is Flint Hills National, which offers luxurious residential living and a breathtaking private golf course. Finally, Andover offers a municipal golf course that accommodates golfers of all skill levels. Medical care in Andover is among the best in Kansas. Located here is the Kansas Medical Center, an acute care hospital that regularly ranks in the top 5% of hospitals in the country for patient satisfaction. Andover sits right on US Highway 54-400 and has 2 exits on I-35, easily connecting you to major cities. If you've had enough of the city life, you can go off the beaten path on our Redbud Trail, which now connects Andover to Wichita, with 11.5 miles of hiking and biking trails, with plans underway to add mileage to the east to Augusta. Growing a business is hard, but local support from the community is outstanding. Andover does everything it can to promote growth and help startups thrive. From big companies like Vornado and Sherwin-Williams to smaller, locally owned ones, businesses can find their home in Andover too. The restaurant options are abundant here in Andover, with fast food chains as well as plenty of locally owned eateries that keep people coming back for their great food and environment. So come discover the life that Andover has to offer. From the top schools in the state to the abundance of community activities, there's never a dull moment. We invite you to find your place here in Andover and call it your home. Welcome to Andover.
On behalf of the city of Andover, thank you for having us today. Andover was incorporated in 1957 with less than 200 people. It grew from 1 square mile to 11 square miles today. We had explosive growth in the early 2000s and population doubled at 43% increase in 10 years. We sit just under 16,000 people today, and the median age is around 35 years old. Andover offers a safe, friendly environment for families with exceptional city services, and both property and violent crime rates for the city are far below the state and Wichita metro averages. Our schools are top tier. Both Andover High School and Andover Central High School were named in the top 10 high schools in the state by U.S. News and World Report. Today we have over 5,000 households with median income over $106,000. In 2020, Niche awarded the city of Andover a rank of A, which we maintain that rank today, and named the city the #1 best suburb to buy a house in the Wichita area.
Thank you. I see a lot of familiar faces out here. Andover's been a part of the WAMPO organization since about 2005. We've had a great relationship as things have evolved over time. As most of you know, we're planners in Andover with an emphasis on transportation. Andover, Butler County, and KDOT signed the first corridor management agreement in the state of Kansas in 1999. So I tell folks I've been working on the Kellogg Freeway since 1996 in Andover, but I actually started earlier than that. I started on the Kellogg and West Street as a contractor back in 1987. We'll get it done before my career is over. Then in 2011, Andover, WAMPO, Butler County, and KDOT put together a corridor management agreement for the 54 corridor, where we set the development footprint for the future freeway improvements. Brett, were you around for that study back in 2011? We've used it a lot since then. And it's finally coming to fruition with the next project, phase 1 freeway expansion. In that 2011 corridor study, in addition to the freeway improvements, we looked at the local system a bit and the development patterns. And there was an emphasis on local access. So we developed a concept that was kind of new at the time called backage roads. Those roads that are just outside of the freeway corridor, just outside of the frontage roads, that really act as more local access to those properties that are adjacent to the highway, which frees up those frontage roads for highway traffic rather than the local traffic blending in with the highway traffic. It's worked out well. It also mentioned a need for north-south routes in Andover. Back in 2011, really Andover Road was about the only north-south connection to the highway. Since then, we've improved 159th Street from Kellogg all the way to north of 21st Street. And we're currently working on Yorktown Parkway, which is a half-mile east of Andover Road. And also, we're working on the backage road system, Founders Parkway. We are in the 3rd phase of a mile of backage roads that begin at Wood Street, which is about a half-mile east of 159th Street, and runs to a half-mile east of Andover Road. We've been working on those projects with not only the Kansas Department of Commerce base grant program, where we received some funds for construction and right-of-way acquisition, but also with Kansas Department of Transportation's Access Management Construction Program, as well as WAMPO over the years. Thank you all.
Okay, if I can pull this off, we're going to show you another video. Hit enter on this or the down arrow. Okay, so the Heritage is a really exciting development. It's 110 acres. You could see quite a bit of it from that video. What you may or may not have picked up on is that there's a lot of mixture of uses. And so we have residential. There are 2 unique neighborhoods within the Heritage footprint. One is a single family residential that's really geared more towards family, but it's our first family low maintenance neighborhood. So the idea that, yes, maybe people when they get of a certain age don't want to have to maintain their yards, but it turns out people raising kids may not want to maintain their yards either. So let's try that on for size and see what happens. That's the Heritage Commons. Then courtyards at Heritage, those each have 97 and 99 homes. That's more of that traditional kind of patio home style where it's one floor, safe rooms in the homes, no lawn maintenance there either. You can see the sky lofts in this picture, and that was also depicted in the video. That is our luxury apartments, and those opened in 2023. And then outside of the scope of this picture, we also have a senior living apartment that will be coming online in 2026. We're really excited about that. That's an area that Andover needs a lot of additional housing. That will have 60 units, and there will be some that are income restricted. So we're very excited to add that to our community. Retail wise, we have been anxiously awaiting Quick Trip. They did announce that they're coming, but we are in a little bit of a wait period while we get phase 2 of the US 54 expansion design confirmed so that they can feel a little bit more comfortable before they start to build. We have opened office uses, both Andover Optometry and Flint Hills Dental Group opened this year. We've already opened restaurants, both Livingston's and Dutch Bros opened in 2024. Social Tap is opening in fall, should be hopefully next month. And then you can see the Park Plaza there. It's kind of funny because this picture was taken on the day of the unveiling. So Heritage Man, our first ever public sculpture investment, is covered in a box in that picture, but you could see him in the video. We're very excited to be embracing public art for the first time, and that was all through the city's first TIF district, and it was also the first for Butler County.
Well, the city of Andover has gone all in their investments in their park system. We have 11 parks, and when you think about that a little bit, that's 1 park per square mile in the city. We have our public golf course that was featured in the first video, and 2 trails, Harry Street Nature Trail and the Redbud Trail that is, of course, the regional trail. Central Park is over 80 acres and was named the 6th best community park in Kansas from Actively Play. Here on the left, you can see the rebuild of the lodge that was destroyed by the 2022 tornado. I'm happy to tell you today that we have since opened up the lodge, and it will again serve our community as a rentable event space, and it serves as premium seating for our Capitol Federal Amphitheater shows. We also opened 13th Street Sports Park to the public this past summer. Here on the right, you can see our wildly popular splash pad. It features 5 ball diamonds, basketball court, pickleball courts, and winding trails that connect to that regional Redbud Trail. On this map of all our parks and trailheads, where north is to the right side of the slide, you can see the significance of Fire Station 2 Park, which is our first park south of Highway 54. It is fire themed for our youngest residents and features shade structures that cover the play areas. The Andover Parks and Recreation Department keeps the community active and on their toes with multiple youth and adult athletic leagues, including football, basketball, baseball, softball, disc golf tournaments, fishing, and kite flying events. The city runs a robust schedule of 5 annual community events. Explore Andover for Easter. We have the Heritage Fest featuring the Heritage Man in our Heritage Park. Greater Andover Days, don't miss it. It's at the end of this month, Friday, September 26th through Sunday, the 28th. Wag-A-Ween for our furry residents, and Hometown Christmas.
I get to close us out with another one of those kind of passion projects. This was a real joy to watch come to fruition. The amphitheater in Andover really started as an idea of a former mayor. He worked with the Convention and Visitors Bureau and it became their passion. And so in 2012, we started this idea of let's test the water. Let's bring in an outside stage. Let's set it up in Central Park. Let's start by not charging anything. Then we moved into like $10 wristbands. And so over the years, we did this test market thing and we saw, yes, we feel like if we build it, they will come. So by 2017, the city built the amphitheater, and in the same year, we entered into a 10-year naming rights agreement with Capitol Federal to name the amphitheater for Capitol Fed. So it's Capitol Federal Amphitheater. I'd like to say we leveled up again in 2023 when we went to private management with ASM Global. If that sounds familiar, those are the same fine folks who run Interest Bank Arena, the Orpheum, Century 2. And what they've done is bring really excellent customer service and experience to the people who come out to these events. Here is what we've done this year for ticketed events. The first 4 were free concerts to the public. Those were offered through a partnership with the radio station locally. And then the next 5 were ticketed events. As you can see, we're on the tail end of our series. Thursday night is a hot ticket item. If you don't have tickets to Red Clay Strays and you want to go, you got to find someone that's got a ticket because it's sold out. But Three Dog Night at the end of the month, we do have tickets available for that. We'd love for you to visit Select a Seat and get tickets to that show. But this is another one of those things we feel like makes Andover a little bit unique to have a venue of this kind in our community, and we certainly think it enhances quality of life. We would be happy to answer any questions you might have on behalf. If not, thank you for your time.
Are there any questions for Andover? I just want to say, thank you for coming and showing us the great city. I know I'm looking forward to go to the Greater Andover Days, and I just enjoy. I know you have great videos, but I also enjoy just getting out myself and looking at cities. And I know a lot of fall festivals are coming up real soon, so it's also another great opportunity to go out and visit other cities. So I do appreciate you coming down. Mayor Price, good to see you again.
Yes, Mayor Price is here. Thank you for calling that out. Thank you.
All right, thank you.